just check. Alright, so this is my day one of doing Inktober. And let's see. I've been doing like sketch cards of sort and whatnot. I'll show you a batch. I think. So yeah, this is what I'm going to use. Okay, this is sort of some paper. It's index cards, paper. It's kind of a little flimsy, but I like the surface of how it takes the ink. It doesn't really make it jet black, but these are some things I've done on it. So the quality of me laying down brush, or in this case, this is a lot of quill. I'm not sure how sharp it is, and this is just kooky, fun stuff. So you can really tell, like the brush line. It's not the perfect, but I have a lot of these posted. These are in my Etsy. Some of these are in my Store Envy site. Whatever isn't, I'll post there. Just I think I got them for $10 a shot. And what do we got? Okay, cool. So yeah, figured I could use something bigger. I don't know how well you could tell, but this is bigger for what I'm going to do the challenge with. Well, it's not a challenge. It's Inktober. It's just drawer pictures, right? Alright, so these are a bunch of index cards that are bigger, as I said, that I'm going to be doing this Inktober with. And let me get a better point. Just briefly, what I'm going to do is, I was talking on a Google Hangout with a bunch of artists, and one of them was doing Inktober and using Halloween as a theme, doing some pop culture movie characters and different things. I wanted to do something a little more original, but I was thinking, right off the bat, I'll go with sci-fi. So sci-fi is my theme, but I wanted to do something above and beyond that. And before I even lay down a pencil to that, I should do a little come up with a little reference. I figure I'd use a character of my creation, and character's name, Bobby. B-Boy. Bobby B-Boy. And it's like, my original. Okay. I'm going to talk about my plans from start to finish of Inktober on my 100 Days of Making Comics. Tonight's episode, which is day 94. So anybody interested could go over to my YouTube channel, which is YouTube/user/Peter Palmiotti, and go check out what I'm doing for Inktober. It will be titled Inktober. So Bobby B-Boy. Just imagine a typical little boy. Let's see. I'm just going to do this really fast. Hopefully he'll look a little more normal. But so like, kind of like thick eyebrows. I don't know. I'm just doing this really quick, like I said. That's kind of strange. But, okay. I want to do. I'm not used to doing anime type eyes, but that's kind of where I want to go with this. Let's say I try to make them normal. This isn't the first drawing. Like I said, this is just a sort of a reference for me to start from, since I plan to do my own character. It's okay. I was getting into what I was inspired by, since Inktober is originally started by Jake Parker, and he's an illustrator. I want to do more illustrative drawings. We'll see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. You know what? I keep moving my eraser, and I should just keep it in my drawer. I don't know why I have to keep it on the farthest tier of my shelf, because my cats keep playing with it like a hockey puck. Okay. A little higher up. So, just imagine like a typical boy. Like, in this case, hopefully, like, cheerful. Like I said, this is a little... Okay, and he has, like, a full head of black hair. Maybe a little ruffled. So, there'll be that. And I don't know, he's 8, maybe 10. I'm sure I'll further define that as I go, what I need for him to be in the story. Yeah, so there is going to be a story factor, since I hope not to just do random illustrations. So this is the character. I'll be doing it for that. So I'm not sure what kind of... He's like, he got like a baseball cap, but And I might have to look up some reference. Okay, so Bobby. I can't pencil. Meh, meh. Bobby's like any kid. He's young. He's active, but you know, Bobby's. Well, we'll get to that soon, but I don't want to say. Alright, that's funny. Somebody just commented on a comment I left a couple months ago. Facebook, you gotta love it. Okay. So, I noticed, probably not too exciting, but there's a point to it. So he's got some sort of shirt that, he got maybe from his older brother. What do they call that? And I wanna. It's not important for today's strip, but I'll just have him in the regular shirt. Maybe make it a striped shirt. Okay. And it's got like a denim jacket. Pockets everywhere. A little too big for him, because parents buy things bigger so they'll last longer. And he's Bobby, he's an average kid. Okay. Wow. Alright, I got this, and then day 94 of 100 Days of Making Comics, and then a Hangout Studio Synergy 13 tonight, so I gotta fit this all in. I'm not gonna be able to spend forever on this, but I'm gonna get my drawing done. So that's my reference. There you go. Get that straight, Pete. Okay. That's Bobby B-Boy. It looks like every other kid. No sweat. Those eyes are horrible. Okay. So, what do I want to do today? Well, since I don't have a lot of time, I gotta start this somewhere. And I was going to do an overall scene, but I don't have enough time for that. What I'll do is a little bit of a close-up. So something like that. Can you see? Yeah, I'm sorry about the flare. Okay. I wanted to do some reference. Okay, hold on 1 second. This won't take too long. Boom, 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 booda boom. Thank you for viewing. Okay, what's a simplification? Okay. Alright. What I'm going to do is it's a circle, and I'm not even sure what this means, but it's like that and that. Okay, and then within that, I wish they had a cool. It's a cool looking symbol. I can't simplify it. Okay. For those that don't know, that's sort of my interpretation of NASA symbol. Anyway, that kind of sucks. Yes, view all my upcoming videos. I remember like I think it was Jaramita Jr. Does kind of amazing eyes. Okay. So I want them to look slightly amazed and a gap a little bit. So I'm thinking along the lines like like an illustrative children's book, or just more of an illustration kind of style. And we'll see how that works out. Okay, so can you see this? Okay, so it is Bobby, and that would be his hair, and the point of all this and this will be, since this is him dreaming. Let me do this. Okay, so this is just sort of a ridiculous rocket ship. Maybe have flames on it. Just ridiculous, like almost like a shark kind of mouth to it. And then they'll be varying sizes of stars. I forget if using white ink is cheating. I can't see doing it any other way. Okay, so if you could see that again, apologies for the lighting. That's a little better. This is what I'll be inking for day one of Inktober. So what? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Do I want to do? I'll do quill first. Anything highly detailed, I'll get out of the way. Clean the point first. It's going to be amazing if I can do this and then my 100 days video and then jump into the Hangout on time. Yes, yes it will. Because then I have to post my drawing up. To its various places. But okay, so here's Bobby B-Boy. Dreaming of rocket ships and space. So I'm guessing like my style will be a little scratchy here and there, and I don't know, I guess we'll see what develops. It's sort of like his tongue, a little panting, see a little teeth. Bottom teeth in his mouth. Just a little drool. Go in with brush, but okay. So, do I want to do that? Yeah, I don't really need. Let's see. Okay. And the fire. Okay. Alright. And that's be that. Oh. By the way, as I film this on Ustream, I have a viewer, so thank you, whoever that is. Alright, so I don't want to smudge what I did already. Really got to get better tools. I want a brush, and definitely my radiographs are need to get new stuff. Yeah, so all this will have a black background. I'm going to do a little feathering around the edges because it is a dreamlike. Oh, it is a dream, a fantasy of Bobby's. So yeah, that's shaping up. You know, I bitch and moan about inking stuff off the edges. And it looks like that's exactly what I'm going to be doing with this project. It's exactly that. Yeah. I don't see a way around that at the moment without creating a lot more work. Okay, so this is little thought puffs going in his direction, not necessarily his brain, but you know, if you read comics, you know what it means. I apologize if the central air is making too much noise. working on this under this light for any extended period of time can really get hot. Okay. So that's just represents sort of this stitching you see in a baseball cap. I know I can define it differently, but I think I'm going to choose it, define it like that. So I should mention that I don't know if I'll be able to do a live stream every day for this, but if you want to follow my drawings, you can definitely go to my Tumblr page, which is what, tumblr.com/Peter Palmiotti, or is it Peter Palmiotti tumblr.com? I forget how it goes. Okay. Alright. Am I doing this off? I'm gonna watch this tomorrow and see how it looks. I don't know, I keep seeing glare. I can't really worry about it. I just want to focus on doing a decent job here. If this doesn't work out for some reason, then I'll strictly post to Tumblr. But I would like this added option of doing these for anybody wanting to see me actually produce the art. Okay. I really miss music when I'm doing these Ustreams. I really miss having some sort of music going on. Okay. Trying to keep it somewhat simple. And I realize his hair is going to be to the right of that, so I don't want to do black on black on black too much. I guess so. Okay. I'm just going to... Alright. Sorry I'm not highly talkative. And, I want to save most of what I plan to do for my 100 days video. Okay. Yeah, so what I'll do over here, so I fubbed it a little, let's see. Because I'm doing this off the side, I'm getting the proportions wrong, but okay. Okay. I want to do sort of like bushy eyebrows, but not. Okay. Uh, so, the next illustration will proceed from this one. And we really don't know anything other than, he's dreaming. Um, And I'm sort of developing the style for this as I go, I guess. I said I wanted a more illustrative style. Since this is a kind of a close-up. It's kind of more detailed than I wanted it, but alright, let's have it. Alright. Yeah, so I imagine he doesn't look too much like a little boy. So this kind of sucks. Don't mind me. I usually go in and like complicate things and then simplify them. I should have kept this a lot simpler, but um, it's far from what I envisioned. But I'm also creating this sort of look as I do this, and I'll maybe perfect it over 31 days. And mind you, I, you know, I notice where this is going to go. Actually, all in all, that's not too bad. Alright. Now, the simple part is going to be this, hopefully. Okay. You know, when it comes to children's illustration, and probably why I'll never do it, is a lot of what they do is simplify things, break things down to the most basic, essential lines and patterns, and yeah, not, not my speciality. But I'm going to try to keep the spaceship simple. Ish. Alright, let me add subtle details. Bum bum bum. Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. How that? How's that? Alright, just check one thing and boo. Okay. Maybe he's older. I don't know. Okay. Okay. I know when, like in future ones are going to be like a lot more little detail, and it's going to look so different. Totally forgot. Well, yeah, I don't want to rely on too much white or putting in white at all. Okay, that's good enough. This is this would be probably the heaviest in black that I'll do for these. Come on, air, come back on. I get warm in here. So, the illustration itself might not be pitch black, but the good thing about when I post them online is I can scan it and darken it. A T-TAD. It's going to be very simplified space. Get some ink on there. And this is, believe it or not, this is near completion. Yes, I could do a ton of space stuff that would be amazing, but no, I'm wrapping this up. I'm wrapping this sucker up. If for some reason space is more prominent later on, then yeah, maybe I'll pick my battles and I might give this another coat after this. I'm done filming because it's curling up and yeah. But if you watched me this far, then thank you so much. I know it's not exactly exciting conversation. Like I said, this is almost done. I should have left that. Yeah, I'm going to let this dry a little, since it's not really Bristol paper. It doesn't take the same way, so. So essentially you see what's going on here. Yeah, future ones won't have as much black. I want to do more Illustrator style, while not diverting too much from what I did here. Alright, see if this looks better. Here, I'll make it move you over here. Yes. Enough. Alright, so, what do we got? Somehow that looks better. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Except I forgot his hair. Well. Goofy boy. Okay. He's got such long, well, not long hair, but enough of a hippie thing going on that I guess, you can confuse him with a girl. Something I never had. Well, I had fine hair. Uncontrollable. But never beyond my shoulder. I guess his is that way too. Okay, I'll try give that a second coat later on. Oh, that's right. Also, keep in mind, I haven't erased it, but yes, this is the final. All the unnecessary detail in his face. Oh, faces have the most detail. Okay. I will add one final touch. Could have easily spent another half hour on this, but Good enough, I say. I say, I say. Okay. And the heads needs to be squished a little bit. And it's probably. Oh. Round it out. And we are good. Right? And honestly, things are going to bug me. Okay. One thing. Still a pencil to erase, and I may blacken up the blacks a little bit. No signature because this is going to serve a purpose. Okay. That's it. I'm not going to do no more. Hope you like it. Hope you liked watching the video. Sorry there was an extreme amount of dialogue on my behalf. But always feel free to play some music while you watch my videos. And I will catch you tomorrow. I'm not going to always do a video. I'll do when I can. I'm hoping I could do day 2 of Inktober tomorrow. So we'll see. Just keep watching. All right. Thank you.